clever American boyfriend told me he loved me. And when he did, I laughed out loud. I said, with all the disbelief that a 24-year-old could muster, how could you possibly love me? You don't even know my middle name. We've been going out for a couple of months, but he lived in San Diego and I lived in Los Angeles, so we weren't together for a whole length of time. I was relatively new to America, so I hadn't quite gotten used to their powers of exaggeration and their use of the superlative. It goes like this, it's in progression. I say, it's good. You come back with, no, it was great. And then somebody else comes back with, no, it was brilliant. And we have a conversation. It's amazing. You can keep adding and adding and adding. But what happens if we all start off when it's just fantastic? We're already there. There is no place else for us to go, and we end up not talking. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is pretty sad. Now, for a time, when I was in Los Angeles, I worked with this girl, an Irish girl, in an American office. Open plan, absolutely no secrets. And we would wet ourselves laughing at the Americans who would say at the end of every phone call, I love you, honey. Oh, I do too, darling. And this was just amazing. This happened all the time. These women didn't even know the men. They had met them the previous weekend, but they could go from lust to like to love in 3 dates flat because they didn't have the vocabulary to do otherwise. It was just straight in there with the superlatives. In Ireland, we had been raised on a diet of paperback romances, so we knew that the I love you was always followed by a ring. Always. And as it happened in the book, it would happen in real life too. It was just a matter of time. Now, unfortunately, in Ireland, we had to be really, really sure, not if we loved him, but if we could spend the rest of our lives with him, because there was no divorce. There was no get out of jail free card. Once we committed, we were committed. Once we said that L word, I love you, it was out there. There was no taking it back. It didn't matter how drunk you were. It didn't matter what heat of passion it was. The word was out there and you were screwed. We prefer the F word. We use the F word as an adjective, even though technically it's a verb with an exclamation. And the verb and the exclamation allow it to be used for other parts of the speech. So, what happens? We have no problem using the F word. We can say it all the time. But the problem we have is with the L word. We could never bring ourselves to say it. And then, in 1979, Pope John Paul came to Ireland. And he told a crowd of 200,000 young people, he shouted at them, young people of Ireland, I love you. And it was the first time the L word had been aired in public. Since then, Bono's come along and he's telling everyone. He opens his concerts with, Budapest, I love you. And we're sitting there going, yeah, if you really loved us, the price of your tickets wouldn't be so expensive. Call that love. So, we have this guy, Henry Mencken. He reckons that being in love was like being in a perpetual state of anesthesia. Think about it, it's true. You think the person you're with is God's gift to creation. You've already said the word, there's absolutely no going back. But I was in LA at a wedding where I saw the best man taking bets on how long that marriage was going to last. I'm telling you, they don't know how to use their L word and they surely don't know how to use their superlatives. Because it's not just about relationships. It's not just about marriage. We love our chocolate. We love our cars. We love everything. We love so much, it's hard to imagine what the hell is going on in Afghanistan. You know, we love, love, love. Whereas we could have started off with like. Like is a perfectly nice word. Why don't we spend some time in like before taking that mad leap over to the top to being in love? You tell me you like your job. I believe you. You tell me you love your job? Credibility is a bit iffy. I don't think it's all that true. So we need to get used to using the little words. My 5-year-old nephew, his answer to everything is, Auntie Mary, I love you. Because he's been told that if he keeps saying I love you, everything will get fixed. Absolutely everything. And it's not true. We're raising a generation of kids who don't have the vocabulary to think anything other than the best of everything. It's perfect tens. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. And quite frankly, I am sick to the back teeth of this abuse. And I am here tonight to entreat you, ladies and gentlemen, to ratchet down your superlatives, to stop using them, to put the L word in the piggy bank and only pull it out when you absolutely have to.